Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he simply taken it. And that's the 25-yard line. This is Peyton Barber. He led them in rushing a season ago. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Haskins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And at the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go. Hey, alert three.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
53, check 53. I got him. Check 6, good, out. Check 25, check 25. Check.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line. 25 yards. 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 25 yards
Go, go. Get your game up. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Hop up. You're up.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
58, right over there, right over there.
He'll look to throw here. Trying to lay one up deep. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
A pretty big opening there on 1st down. 8 yards up to the 33. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Get ready.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down.
Gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Redskins.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Geis. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 1st touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make our score 14-7. game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. A first update now out of Jacksonville. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Second down, Haskins. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
And the Redskin first down.
Haskins now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And this one complete to Smith. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Washington.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Dolphins 7.
Check 52.
Barber on 1st and 10. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And this is complete. It's Allen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
First and goal at the 7.
Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Emmanuel Agba just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. On 3rd and goal, Haskins. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
It's going to be a long day.
Looking to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Crash, switch.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And an alley to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 23.
He's coming. We got double up. Put up. Check. Lucky.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Back to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Second and 10 now. Haskins. He'll find Barber out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
First down, Redskins.
Haskins now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a first and 10.
Right there in the middle, 55. Here I come.
On first and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to float this over the middle deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Second and long. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Set, ready. 70 ending. Wait. 58, boy, 58, 58. Wild Bill. Rush in.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to check. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The Redskins on third down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Coming! Shift! Go! Slam! Kill! Hey, turn it out, that's it! Mike, 56!
He'll look to throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down. On fourth down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
Ready?
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Gano the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, right there. Nice, sweetheart.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. No. Off. Echo. 56 to Mike. Shut up.
He'll look to throw. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 44-yard line.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
At the 25-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the run.
Now back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Reuben Foster picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, right, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown ground. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Third down. Here's Haskins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. On the crossing route, complete. It's Grant. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They go counter with Breida. And he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in, and they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
They come out here in the eye.
56. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Tight dog. Tight dog. Tight dog.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll come out in the pistol. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first two plays. Now 3rd and goal. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board. Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try to keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. Back now in Miami. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Caught by Sanu. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Check 50, check 50.
They'll run with Barber. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Peyton Barber, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Second and 10. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Gano for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Redskins 42.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like when we talk about the defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 77 yards. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points. But he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple more times to give them a chance.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
2nd and 5 now. Haskins. Throw complete there. Rodgers. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a run with Geis. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They go back to the ground, this time Barber. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And facing a very tough 3rd and 19 here after both of those running plays went backwards. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. From the left side, it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Returnable for Grant. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Pull it together.
They'll set up to throw. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go. Set. Not a wolf. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And a big loss loss here as he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Push him back. Push him back. No.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just